Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to do a heart border. So I have tied my yarn to the side. I'm just going to use a granny square just for the tutorial. Normally once you have your entire blanket, you would start in one corner and go all the way around, and then for the second round of the heart, because the heart works in two different rounds, the first round is clusters of 5 granny squares, and then the second round I will show you. It's a little bit harder to describe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight across the top of this granny square, and then I'm going to flip my work and go the other way, whereas you would continue to do your work all the way around your blanket until you get to the end, and then you're going to slip stitch into the top. So what I do is I tie my work into my one corner, and I'm going to just slip stitch to get started. So I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do, that's going to be my first chain, so I'm going to do 4 more double crochets in that same little space, but it's a total of 5 because my chain 2 was my first double crochet. So that's 3, 4, 5. Hide my tail, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to skip 3 chains and work into my 4th chain, another cluster of 5 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm working these a little faster. I'm guessing that you know how to do a double crochet. If you don't, I have other videos that's going to show beginners how to do double crochets. So again, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to work into the 4th. And that's 5. So we have 3 clusters, and then one last one in the last corner over here. So skip 3 chains and work in the 4th chain. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to flip my work, and I'm going to go back the other way, working in the back stitches, but you would continue to just go all the way around, and then you're going to slip stitch into the corner of this one over here. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to turn my work and go the other way. So basically what we're going to do is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps to work in. So you're going to double crochet in the first gap, double crochet in the next gap. Now in the middle double crochet, or the third one, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch into that very center one, chain 1 again, and now we're going to double crochet in the next space, double crochet in the last space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to slip stitch in the same space that I made that last double crochet. I'm going to slip stitch there and slip stitch into the next space to move on to the next heart. And there you can see we have a heart. Very super easy, right? So after you slip stitch into the next heart, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. And you're going to double crochet into that same space that you made the chain 3, double crochet in the next space. For the middle one, for the third one, you're going to chain 1, slip stitch into that middle, double crochet, chain 1 again, and then double crochet in the next 2 spaces. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You're going to slip stitch into that same space that you did the last double crochet, slip stitch into the next heart, and now you have 2 hearts. See? So super cute. And this is the way that I prefer to do it. I like to have a little bit of ridge to my heart. So it's not that they're too big. It's just that's the design that I prefer mine to be. I would say that if you want them to be absolutely flat and a little bit tighter, then I would not skip 3 and do a cluster of 5 in the 4th chain. I would do the cluster of 5 in the 5th chain. So again, we slip stitched into the next heart, chain 3, double crochet in that same space, double crochet in the next space, chain 1, slip stitch in the middle, chain 1, double crochet in the next 2 spaces, chain 3, and then slip stitch into that same space, slip stitch into the next one, and then we're going to chain 3 and do our last heart. So double crochet in the same space, double crochet in the next one, chain 1, slip stitch into the middle, chain 1 again, double crochet into the next 2 spaces, chain 3, and then double crochet into that first chain 3, and you have all your hearts. So my work is turned. Again, your hearts are going to be concaved forward on the right side of your work. This is the wrong side of your work. This is the right side of your work. You know how every time you make a granny square, you have one side that looks different than the other? The reason why my hearts kind of look like this is because I turned my work and went back the other way. But just because this tutorial, your hearts will be on the right side. So they will look like this, but on the other side of your yarn. If you want it to look like that, you could flip your yarn and go the other way. But basically, that's a heart border. I think it's super cute, and I really like it. So I hope that it was an easy tutorial for you to follow, and I can't wait to see yours. Thanks, guys.